You remember that day when you wrote your last paper at campus? You remember the joy, remember the jitters? Remember how you walked out, how you celebrated with your classmates? Remember the time when you found out that your name is on the list? At least that's what I know because I went to MOOC. I mean, hello. But you remember how it felt to know that your name is in the book? You're graduating. You're happy. Probably you have good grades. And looking forward to all these good things that the world has to offer. I too remember that, but I wish life came with a manual. Today we are going to talk about what you wish you knew before you entered the working world. My name is Rose. Welcome to Safe Space. Hi Sharon.
Hi Rose.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
You can say hi to our viewers. I don't want to do the introduction.
Hi people. I'm called Sharon. I think you know me by now.
We hope. We wish we knew you.
Oh.
Yeah,
you look good.
Thank you. You look, I don't know, gorgeous. Everything. You remind me of that time when Nicki Minaj was on red carpet and she said, "Why would you look basic yet you can look?"
Hope they are hearing.
It was one of those amazing moments. Anyway, I won't go so far. I don't want to get lost in that whole thing, but I've been thinking, even before coming on the show, by the way, I've been thinking, when this topic was presented and you're like, oh, we have to do this, I was thinking, what really did I wish I knew before I actually started working, before I started doing all these things that I'm doing right now? I wish life came with a manual, you know, like you come, you have a book and you just know, out of campus, this is how you write your CV, this is what you do, this is what you do with your free time. So today we are here to help someone out there that feels confused, stuck, or probably they also feel the same way we do.
I hope we help them out though.
Yeah.
Because we were never helped.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why Safe Space is here, yeah?
For you?
So, before I go into that, I want you to make me understand, what did you think life after campus would look like?
Life after campus. Third year, we are queens.
You're queens.
Yeah, we are finishing. We are like the mature people. Like they are freshers, then second years, then us.
Third years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, me thinking, oh, I'm doing this bachelor's degree and I am going out there to basically receive. I'm not expecting the world to give me,
to receive you,
to receive me with open arms. Oh, come here, child. We have a job for you. We have this, like basically all my goals.
Everything you had said at that point was supposed to come easy.
That's what I knew something like that. And also my sisters and everyone else thinks after campus, the world is waiting for you to give them this, to provide this.
You're going to show them what you studied.
Till reality hits.
At what point did reality?
Oh my God. So CVs, you know how they teach us how to write CVs. So our normal writing a CV, that is automatically denied. So you write and someone tells you, oh, this is how your CV is. You should really look for help. Like you need someone to help you out.
You need someone to help you revamp your CV.
And let me inform you, writing a CV, adding all the papers you need to write, that's money. This guy will tell you.
Wait, you pay for someone to write your CV?
A good CV that is accepted by a corporate company.
How much would you pay?
My broke self, I had to pay 200,000.
Girl, I paid 100,000 for someone to write my CV.
You're lucky.
And it was nice, and I still use it up to now. So yeah, you should expect to
meanwhile,
do your CV.
I went with this lipstick, so that guy thought I had money. You know, this confuses people. So if you go and someone looks at you and they are thinking, oh, she has money, so 200, give us the CV.
200,000 just for a CV.
For a CV.
So I think that's one thing that people actually do not know. No matter how much knowledge you have about writing, even if you're a good writer, somewhere, you get stuck. If you're job seeking, yeah,
you don't know what
you need a CV that is marketable.
I know.
So you find yourself paying so that they can write
cover
your
letter, they
CV.
have to write, like,
Please
you're not
carry
informed
on.
about all the, some people may be informed, but I particularly didn't get the information.
Me too. I share that with you.
Yeah. So I go out there, they require CV. I'm like, okay, hold up. Oh, and you know how we graduate and there is a period of time where your papers are not yet out, so your transcript is not yet out.
Yes.
So you're cheap labor to many companies because they see you're so naive. You need this job.
You're ready to work.
I know you have this energy.
You don't have a transcript.
I work under pressure. I no longer say those things.
I'm flexible.
I'm not.
I can do anything.
No.
I can work long hours.
That's a trap.
Take long shifts. Anyway, the first thing I realized straight out of campus is that the first job you ever do, and apart from those that are immunized, you know, against poverty, okay. But if you're going to struggle from 0 or 1, your first job is not going to be ideal. It's nothing like you expect it to be, and it's not even about what you studied in most cases. The job I studied with I was in customer care.
Oh, I remember.
And I did psychology, but I was in customer care somewhere selling phones. I don't know. So the first job that you are going to do or land on is not necessarily going to be the job you studied for. And you should actually have an open mind for such things. Yeah, because they come easy. What was your first job?
Oh, I worked for Kwaseke.
Oh, data entry.
Yeah. So they told me about this big company. I'm like, I really need to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to add it on my CV.
It's going to add something, yeah.
So we go, my dear. I won't say the whole story because seriously.
I know.
But they look at you. You provide. You have to be there by 7.
You're working long hours.
There is target,
underpaid,
making all those things combined together. I am literally from school. I don't know what's happening. You're using me. You're not even paying me enough to be there. Oh God, I really get attached, like emotional when I'm speaking those things. This is why those guys use that for real.
The one thing I realized about every first job that you get, considering the fact that your boss knows the only experience you have on your CV is internship, of which people don't really value internship a lot.
Yet you work from nice places.
Yes, so they kind of like think you're just starting out.
Yeah.
And you're not so much self-spoken, at least I was not. So as you just want to grab every opportunity and make the best out of every opportunity that comes your way.
Yeah.
So you find that even the employees you find, they are all other workmen. Sometimes they have better conditions than you was just joined. Yeah. And then the other thing I learned not to expect is that every job you're going to do will add something to your CV.
Yeah, you just get the experience that you worked for a good company, or you just have to add it on your CV, not basically that you were right this side. Because there are people who work in hardwares after their university.
Someone goes downtown.
Yeah.
So in most cases, I think when you're done with campus, it's more about survival.
Yeah, it's survival.
Yeah.
It is. They
so
don't say that
what I noted is sometimes the experience, there wasn't even so much experience I'll pick from there. Okay, I was lucky. From customer care, handling people and all those things. Yeah, I gained some bit of experience that took me on another whole lot of different paths in career than I expected I was actually going to be. I met new people, networking. I made friends, and from those friends, I got my other jobs and gigs. So I think as you open yourself to the world, you just have to expect anything.
Open-minded.
Yeah, be open-minded. Move out there open-minded. Don't have lots of expectations from things.
A lot.
Yes, your expectations would depress you.
So they did depress me. I didn't imagine that life is going to change like this. Like, I came out of campus thinking I'm going to get a good apartment, I get a good salary because my papers were good, I'm going to furnish my whole place, I'm going to basically have high maintenance. So I thought
your high maintenance,
of course.
Sorry.
So I thought my salary would basically maintain
and
me.
how much salary do you think you would earn for a starter?
Oh, my naive mind had to say the least 800.
800.
And we negotiate like up to you putting me down there.
So 800 was after a lot of negotiation.
Like because I was like new, fresh, like the old people had to get like 1 point something out there. So me being the new one, I had to get like 800. So
what was the actual salary though?
Yeah. Oh, those guys really used me.
No, okay, don't cry. What was the actual salary?
Okay.
200,000.
I had 50,000 on that money. And I had my papers, you people.
You
And my
made
like the first one I allowed because those guys, so I didn't have
You know what's
papers.
very funny is when you guys were working that side and I was out there in customer care. I think people were making more money than it was a prestigious company. Please don't mention that name, but it was a prestigious. How much were you? 250.
You know when you go out there, you know when you're from company, your friends have to ask when they meet you, oh Sharon, hi. Oh my God, are you working? Yes, I'm working. Which company? You say, they're, oh, how did you get that? You understand? So because you're meeting a person who is basically working in a hardware or somewhere, so they'll always be like, oh my God, you're lucky. You're
lucky you're working here, so you didn't mind the money.
Oh, the name was leading me. It was taking me places.
How far did that take you though?
How far? I left.
You left.
Look at that.
Now let's take a good look. Before you left, you kept on saying they used you, they used you. How did they use you?
Oh, those guys really used me. How can I
Slow down, breathe in. It's okay. 250 is a good amount.
No, Rose, let's be serious.
Okay, now how did they use you?
How they used me? I've told you, we used to be that place. You have to be there at 7 a.m. Like they don't mind where you stay. Over where? No, go this side, this side. No, you have to be there by 7. You sign in, put the time you have come in. You go, you hand in your phone, you put it there. You go.
Wait, you don't work with your phone. You hand in the phone.
Yeah, they used to say.
Okay.
I don't understand anyway what they used to say. So they would tell us, so target today is 1,000. Like you have to get these files from a box. You check for people's content and stuff. You have to analyze it. Yeah.
And then you enter 1,000 entries.
You have to by the end of the day. And then they give you 40 minutes.
To do it.
A break for food. Something like that. 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
So they give you 40 minutes for a break, like lunchtime. And mind you, where we used to work from, those places were expensive. So you're not looking at my lunch money.
We are going to get there. We're going to break it down, but first tell me, 40 minutes a break.
Yeah, for lunch.
Were you given lunch at work?
No!
So you had to buy your own lunch?
Those are my expenses.
Okay, I see you.
And the food was bad even.
Okay, what time would you leave work?
At 6.
So you work from 7 to 6?
Yeah. Like you don't get out at 6 exactly.
But at 6.
Like that's when they are saying, you guys should finalize what, we are going home. And then when you don't reach that target market of 1,000, they always say we are going to chop on your salary. Remember my salary?
It's 250.
So you keep on
chopping. So let's first keep 250 in mind. I want to understand this. How much would you use for transport?
Oh my dear, I used to stay in Nyanama.
Nyanama.
So all the way to that side.
How
basically
much?
That is 7,000 or 8,000.
Just going. Then going back, that's 14,000.
Yes, thank you.
So 14,000 transport a day. Now 14,000 plus that lunch?
5,000. The people would tell you, oh, beans, that is 6,000. But
it's okay, don't go in detail. So 21,000 a day was your minimum expense, yeah? So 21,000 for, let me say, if you're working for like 25 days, that's how much? So 21,000 every day. Let me say you work for minimum or maximum 25 days in a month. That is 520,000 and you earn 250,000. Where are you getting that money that you're not getting from your job? Do you ask for transport once they're like, I need like a 7K, and then they give you...
From who?
From your parents, or from your boyfriend, or from someone, I don't know.
I need a 70K. Oh, I felt that people I was living with at that time, they didn't really think I was working. Because they saw what was happening, and now, I know they looked at me as like, oh, she's from campus, she wants to work. So go.
They would let you
let you to...
Even if you're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, I was embarrassing myself. But they let me do that, and like maybe with time she'll sit down and she's like, do you know? And that time reached. So I had to sit down and I'm like, okay, I'm not working. I need to leave. What am I doing? I'm wasting my time. I have my papers. Let me start applying.
Let me look for something better.
Yeah, I need to be there. I've studied in good schools. I need to have a corporate job. I need to earn. I need to give. I'm a project. I need to give back to people who have been funding me. You understand?
I don't know why you call yourself a project.
Because I am a project for my parents. Oh, they invested in me, so it's my time.
You're a child. That's what they have to do. Okay, African, black tax. It happens all the time. I mean, well, if you've been taken to school, you need to also start thinking about taking your other siblings to school.
So that it's a process.
Step by step. I get you. So at the point when you realize this is not working for me, however much I want to work, I can step away. How was it? How was it? In what mindset were you when you actually made the decision of, I don't care about having a job, but I need to be serious with my life. This is not working. What were you thinking?
So it reached a point I was asking money from people for transport expenses, food expenses, and you had to look good. You just didn't have to go like that. They'll ask you, this is an office. How are you dressed? You have to keep yourself up. You understand? So all those expenses, I had to ask them from a person. Yet I was working. This salary comes and it didn't come like a whole. They would be like, oh, today we are paying for July. Like, seriously.
After like
and they give like 3 months. And then after all that, and they are like, oh, we are giving you half of it. You know, the budget was this, but then this. And you're like, it is okay. So I had to sit down. My auntie, for my heart, told me, told me, sweetheart, it's time.
It's time for you to think.
Like, you have to think.
But are you actually glad you went through what you went through?
Yeah, I'm glad at some point, like a small percentage. I am glad I went through that because I know it happens. When my sisters are going through that, I'm like, oh, darling, we're in Uganda.
It's a process,
Yeah, you have to go through that.
Is it a lesson you feel, did you learn something from that time that helps you now?
Kinda. You know, I feel like the lesson I learned is when I moved. And when I moved, I got a new experience from where I moved. I had to apply to corporate places. And when you're applying to corporate places, there are problems that come with that. You apply to a very good company, you're sure. Like, they are corporate, they have a mature thinking, they are big people.
You're thinking the people there actually, okay.
They have a mature thinking, they are big people, they are literally my father's age, they are literally this. So you apply and you reach there with your CV, because some applications, you don't choose the online bit of it. Some people are still...
hand delivery.
You need to write down, state everything you want, you understand? So you take it. And you reach in this office and the guy will look at you and he's like, yeah, the job is around. We're going to give you. Yeah, you have good papers. Oh, you have good grades. Oh, you understand. They'll praise you. You continue saying, oh, I'm getting this job, I'm getting this job. Till he tells you, we should go for coffee in Serena. At this time, the job is yours. Like, you're a big person. Understand.
You know what to do.
I am 20. How am I understanding coffee in Serena? I'm not. You're basically asking to sleep with me for a job. Heck, those are the things we are going through. That's why I had to leave it. I'm like, okay, it's time.
So generally, looking at the journey from finishing campus, your first job, applying, and all these things, what would you say, what would you think, coming from your point of view? I'll give mine. Just give me 3 things you feel like young girls should be ready for, that this is definitely going to happen. It can be good, bad, but it's definitely going to happen, so you're going to have to be ready. Why your armor as you move out there? What would you tell them?
One thing I should say, you should be open-minded about anything coming your way.
Any job?
Any job. Be open-minded. This world is not easy, but be open-minded.
Number 2?
The second thing I would really tell them is you shouldn't be used all, is it free labor? You shouldn't accept to be free labor for these companies. You can get a nice place. Not all of us have the same luck. You understand?
Yeah, but you can always find something for you. Don't just accept to be free labor
Because someone
just
has
to work.
told you, or because of my experience, or has, or any. You shouldn't be free labor. You should always move.
Okay, number
To
3.
better. I think the third thing I would say to these young girls is they should be more practical. We have a lot of theory with us. Yeah, we know papers. We are always studying all these things, but this world needs practical.
There is someone with practical skills. Yeah,
you need to have some extra bit of it with you.
Yeah.
I know how to do this. I know how to do this.
Yeah. So one thing, I can't say one, I have very many, but I'll just try to summarize it in something I call choice. Yeah. I think when we are leaving school and starting out in the world, we feel like we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice to choose between this job and the other job, to choose whether to work now or wait a bit, choose whether to do certain things. You feel that society has already enveloped you in the norm of immediately after school, you gotta work. And because of that, you find yourself in circumstances that you didn't expect yourself to be in. So you need to train your mind, even while still at school, that I have a choice. I have studied, I have a choice. Okay? When you have a choice, you can choose not to undervalue yourself at any given point. If you're working for 250,000 and spending 520, what are you doing? Choose not to stay. Choose not to accept, because every time you accept, you're giving leeway for these perpetrators to keep on doing what they do. So even the person that's coming after you will find an open gate of hell, because you accepted, you set the standard for people coming after you. So the other last thing I would actually want us to focus on is value yourself. Value yourself and know your worth. We even talked about it here one time. I mean, you know what you can offer to this company. Numbers do not lie at any one point. Numbers do not lie. So if you're working with these people, you know their turnover. Yeah. You know how much they earn, how they earn, and the procedure. You know what you contribute. So you need to be able to speak up. You know, this is not working. This is not, no. If this and this doesn't happen in a certain way, I move. What more can we say? Thank you so much. That's all the time we've had here at Safe Space. I hope this was educative. I hope you picked something. But before I even let you go, Sharon, what do you think you'd have done differently? Your story was quite interesting.
What I should have
just
done.
Highlight. We have like 2 to 3 minutes.
Oh, what I should have done. Back to my point, I would have had to be open-minded, knowing where I'm going and setting my principles right. I know this is right, this is wrong. They're not supposed to treat me in this way. I'm not supposed to be treated this way. You understand? So I would always leave if something is not going the right way. I would advise my young me or young Sharon, one, you should deliver hands-on. You know what you add on the company. Work extra hard to provide, not
necessarily to prove yourself.
Yeah.
I know you want to prove yourself, but I don't know how you got into that job. We won't go there. But whatever you do when you reach there is what matters.
Yeah.
Deliver like every other person, because out there is a jungle.
I know. You have to be the liar or the lioness.
Yes.
And then you're not special. You're not special. You're not favored by anyone or any boss. You need to work. You came to work. Work. Nothing is going to come your way. If I've come and they know Sharon is no nonsense, like I'm able to work. I have a relationship with my boss that is right, and a relationship with my workmates. I don't know how this boss of mine, how my boss is going to come to me with my relationship with him, which is work-based, telling me we need to go for this, we need to go for this.
Yet you're also adding something to. If you add value to the company, they won't need to exploit you. You know, they'll think twice. So they're like, okay,
You know
She
your
may
skills.
be, but she
And you're not
delivers.
nonsensical. You
Yes.
have your skills, expertise. Like, I came to give to this company what I can. Provide you all, and everything will work out.
You hope so.
Yeah,
Sometimes it doesn't.
it will be positive, positive energy.
But anyway, so like you're talking about that whole skills thing and
practical
being
bit.
practical or hands-on. It reminded me of something. One time I'm in this training, the trainings I attended. Anyway, one time you're in these trainings, every training you go, every webinar you sign up. And this particular person said it was an HR. She told us, guess what, dear young graduates, and I'll leave this with you too. How many of you graduate every year from Macquarie University? Let's consider only Macquarie University, and let's not look at other institutions. You're like thousands, you're in millions actually.
Yeah.
You're in, let's say 1 billion graduates. Yeah, they're releasing. When all of you have degrees, yeah, it doesn't matter what class of degree you have. What matters is you have a degree. If you have a first class degree, okay, you're kind of ahead of the lot. Now, there are also going to be like 100 first class degrees. What more can you offer? Do you have any other skills?
Be practical.
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to us today, for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in next time. That has been all the time we've had here at Safe Space. And thank you. See you next time. But wait, don't forget Tamam Properties for all your needs when it comes to selling, buying properties. If you need Airbnb, these people have the best spaces ever. I mean, you agree, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
So thank you so much. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.